Just. Welcome to Sunday Prime right on Idea TV, where we bring you innovation-driven stories shaping Africa and beyond. I am Chinatu Oji. So let's begin with Wana Music, where we see that WMG has taken a dramatic turn in its battle with artificial intelligence, choosing collaboration over confrontation, just a year after filing a high-profile lawsuit against AI music startup SUNO. In a newly announced settlement, the global music powerhouse revealed it will partner with SUNO to launch a groundbreaking AI music venture. Under the agreement, users will be able to create AI-generated songs using the voices, names, and likenesses of Wana artists, but only those who choose to opt in. This marks a major shift for the label, which represents global stars including Dua Lipa, Coldplay, and Ed Sheeran. Wana was among a coalition of major record companies alongside Sony Music and others that sued SUNO and rival platform Udio, accusing them of exploiting copyrighted music without permission. The rise of AI-generated music has stirred intense debate across the industry, with many artists expressing fears that synthetic sound-alikes could diminish the value of human creativity. But with this new alliance, Warner appears to be carving out a controlled artist-driven path into the future, one that acknowledges the risk of AI while embracing its creative potential. In another news, scientists say they may have recorded lightning on Mars for the first time after NASA's Perseverance rover picked up faint electrical mini-discharges in Jezero crater. The rover's supercam captured audio and electromagnetic signals over 2 Martian years, which researchers in France later linked to dust devils and dust storm front swirling winds capable of generating electrical activity. The researcher Dr. Baptiste Chide called the finding a major discovery with implications for Martian climate, chemistry, and future exploration. It confirmed Mars would join Earth, Saturn, and Jupiter as planets known to host atmospheric electrical activity. However, scientists know that the signals were heard, not seen, leaving some uncertainty about whether the phenomenon was truly lightning. The debate is expected to continue. The discovery comes as Perseverance also investigates strange rock markings that may hint at ancient microbial life on the once wetter, more habitable planet. Also, NVIDIA has dismissed concerns that Google's AI chips could undermine its dominance, insisting it remains a generation ahead, despite a sharp share price drop this week. Its stock fell nearly 6% after reports that Meta may buy billions of dollars worth of Google's Tensor processing unit TPUs for data centers, a major shift from Google's usual practice of keeping the chips for its own systems. Alphabet shares rose by a similar amount. NVIDIA responded on X, saying that it will deliver the best performance and runs every major AI model. Google said it would continue supporting both its own chips, and NVIDIA's competition in the AI chip space is accelerating, with Amazon and Microsoft also developing their own hardware. Computer scientist Dame Wendy Hall called the growing rivalry healthy, noting that so far there is no real return on that investment except for NVIDIA. Let's take this break now. Sunday Prime continues when we return.
Number 1. Synthetic biology advances. Synthetic biology is pushing science into new territory. Using AI-guided gene editing, researchers are engineering organisms to produce biofuels, biodegradable plastics, and even synthetic meat. In 2023, Ginkgo Bioworks announced partnerships to design microbes that can manufacture sustainable chemicals at scale. Moderna and BioNTech are expanding mRNA technology beyond COVID vaccines to treat cancer and rare genetic diseases. The global synthetic biology market is expected to surpass $30 billion by 2030. By 2026, the line between biology and technology will blur even further, making synthetic biology one of the most transformative fields of the decade. So there you have it, 15 more technologies that, alongside the first 17 we covered, are set to define 2026. Together, they show how quickly innovation is moving beyond our screens and into every corner of our life, from the materials we use to the way we connect and even how we think. And if you missed part 1, make sure to check it out next. If you made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now.
Welcome back. You're just joining us. This is still Sunday Prime. Now, the rest of the stories. Fame may come with a hidden cost for musicians, a shorter lifespan. A new study in the Journal of Epidemiology and Community Health shows that well-known singers live an average of 4.6 years less than their less famous counterparts. Researchers in Germany analyzed 648 artists, pairing famous names drawn from acclaimed music's top 2,000 with lesser-known singers of similar profiles. They found famous artists lived to an average of 75, compared with 79 for less famous musicians. The increased mortality risk, researchers see similar to the impact of occasional smoking. Pressures linked to fame, loss of privacy, public scrutiny, and performance demands may play a role, though the study stops short of definitive causes. Solo artists were found to be at even higher risk, lacking the emotional and practical support band members often provide. The findings build on years of research showing music face greater health risk, from demanding touring schedules to substance abuse. Icons like Amy Winehouse, Kurt Cobain, and Mac Miller have fueled long-running discussions about the toll of early fame. The music was largely male-focused, that's 83.5% of sampled musicians, but researchers say it highlights an urgent need for better mental health and well-being support within the industry. Meanwhile, MICRON Technology plans to invest 1.5 trillion yen, that's $9.6 billion, to build a new high-bandwidth memory HBM chip plant in Hiroshima, Japan, according to reports by the Nikkei. Construction is expected to begin in May 2026 at an existing Micron site, with production and shipment starting around 2028. Japan's Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry will reportedly provide up to 500 billion yen in subsidies to support the project. The move aligns with Japan's push to revive its semiconductor industry by attracting foreign investment from firms like Micron and TSMC. The country is also backing a new plan to produce advanced logic chips using IBM technology. HBM chips are in high demand as artificial intelligence and data center investments surge. Expanding the Hiroshima facility will help Micron reduce reliance on Taiwan and strengthen its position against leading competitor SK Hynix. And now, South Africa successfully carried out its fourth launch of the homegrown NURI rocket, placing a commercial-grade satellite and 12 CubeSat satellites into orbit and marking the first time the entire process involved domestic private companies. The launch took place early Thursday from Nauru Space Center, with Howar Aerospace leading the rocket's manufacturing and assembly using government transfer technology. HD Hyundai Heavy operated the launch pad. President Lee Jae-myung held the milestone, saying it demonstrated South Korea's growing scientific independence and would lay the groundwork for future generations. The NURI program began in 2021, but its latest launch reflects a major shift toward private sector participation. Both Hanwha Aerospace and HD Hyundai Heavy saw shares rise by 1.6% following the successful mission. South Korea plans 6 test launches by 2027 as it works to strengthen its aerospace capabilities and competes globally in the rapidly expanding space sector. Before we call it a wrap, let's take another glance at the headlines. Warner Music ends lawsuit, joins forces with AI startup SUNO in landmark deal. Scientists detect possible lightning on Mars for the first time. NVIDIA shrugs of Google chip threat as competition rises. Study finds fame can shorten musicians' lives by nearly 5 years. And MICRON set to invest $9.6 billion in Japan for new AI memory chip. South Korea successfully launches fourth NURI rocket, sends 13 satellites into orbit. We have more updates for you and across the different social media platforms, so do well to connect to the handles displayed on your screen. I am Chinatu Oji. Thank you for your time.